Globalization. Globalization is a process of economic integration that supposes the elimination of trade barriers, capital movements, and people. Moreover, it is the consequence of the technological change. The technological change is about the revolution of communication and transport. Globalization supposes freedom to trade with the rest of the world, drawing on the comparative advantages of each country. Freedom to invest the stock where there is a higher return of capital. Freedom to establish in the country they desire. Globalization is a general concept which is not easy to explain. However, we are going to use 3 examples which show 3 positive aspects of globalization, so that we can explain this concept easier. These examples are trade, migrations, and social networks.
The trade among countries is essential because some of them need to acquire some products abroad, as well as purchase raw materials that they cannot find in their own countries. Moreover, the trade has hugely promoted the creation of franchises with the purpose of satisfying the consumer demand. Lately, a growing number of countries create this type of companies in order to establish themselves all over the world. Nevertheless, the USA is currently the most important country in this type of business.
Over the last years, there has been a wide development in communication. It is especially shown because of the use of social networks. Moreover, the fact of using these new methods of communication provokes that teenagers don't communicate with one another as people did some years ago.
Nowadays, anybody sends letter, but almost everybody has Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter accounts. One of the main advantages of globalization has been the free movement of persons. Tourism is a direct consequence of that. In this sense, globalization lets us know different cities, new cultures, and meeting new people. During the last years, the number of people visiting new countries has increased markedly, and it couldn't have been possible without globalization. However, globalization not always has positive effects on society.
Maybe some people do not think that globalization does not affect the environment, but it is not true. Since the last decades of the 20th century, the latest technological industries are increasing their products, which is a fact that contributes to pollution. As we have said before, social networks can be very useful, although we must be careful with many aspects, for example, the privacy. You only have to upload the photos you really want to share with your friends or people who you personally know.
Nowadays, we live in a world in which technology, innovation, and communication are so essential to live that they are involved in the concept of globalization. As we said before, it is one of the main factors that help us to improve our way of working, socializing, and living.